You walk into a room and you instantly know who is lying, who is suffering, and who is hiding a secret even before a single word is spoken. And this ability has often felt like a burden because you cannot turn it off. For those of you born between October 23rd and November 21st, this is your everyday reality, a constant stream of information that the rest of the world seems completely oblivious to. You are not being difficult, and you are certainly not paranoid, despite what people may have told you for years. You simply operate on a frequency of absolute truth that creates a distinct pressure in your life, a need to dig until you hit the bedrock of reality. Before we go any further into the anatomy of your spirit, let me introduce myself properly. I am Madam Tina, and I have spent over 25 years decoding the stars and listening to the quiet whispers of destiny to help souls like yours understand their immense power. I am not here to read you a horoscope from a newspaper. I am here to hand you the manual to your own complexity because I know that you are tired of being labeled as merely intense or mysterious without anyone understanding the mechanics of your heart. You need to stay with me until the very last minute of this session because we are going to dismantle the 10 pillars of your spiritual identity. And the final characteristic is the one that unlocks the abundance you have been chasing. If you leave early, you might continue to view your greatest gifts as flaws. And that is a form of self-sabotage we are ending today. Let us begin with the first definitive characteristic of your spiritual identity, which is your function as a living lie detector. This is not a magic trick. It is a survival mechanism that your soul developed over many lifetimes. When someone speaks to you, you do not just hear the words they are saying. You hear the empty spaces between the words. You feel the fluctuation in their heartbeat, and you sense the misalignment between their intention and their action. This characteristic often makes people uncomfortable around you because they feel naked under your gaze. But for you, this is the only way you know how to connect. You crave the raw, unvarnished truth, even if that truth is painful, because a painful truth is safer to you than a comfortable lie. This brings us directly to the second characteristic, which is your capacity for emotional depth that would crush a lesser spirit. Imagine the ocean floor where the pressure is immense, yet life still thrives. That is your emotional baseline. You feel everything at a volume of 10, whether it is love, grief, or joy. For years, you may have tried to numb this, perhaps through distractions or by shutting down, but your power lies in your capacity to feel. You are the emotional anchor for your family and your community because you are the only one who can sit in the dark with someone and not be afraid of the monsters they keep there. This leads into the third aspect of your identity, which is often misunderstood as secrecy. But in reality, it is the quality of the vault. You are the keeper of secrets, not just your own, but everyone else's. People naturally confess things to you. Strangers on a bus, colleagues, distant relatives. They all dump their trauma at your feet because your aura signals that you can handle it. However, your own inner world is a fortress. You do not hide things because you are deceptive. You hide things because you understand that your dreams and your feelings are sacred, and sacred things should not be touched by dirty hands. This characteristic creates a necessary distance between you and the world. You are selective about who gets access to the VIP section of your soul. This is not a flaw, it is a filtration system. You have learned the hard way that not everyone who smiles at you is your friend, and over the last few years, you have been tightening security on who gets to know the real you. This protective nature is actually a form of self-respect. You are realizing that your energy is a currency, and you are done spending it on people who cannot afford your depth. Now, we must talk about the fourth characteristic, which is your relentless drive for transformation. You are never stagnant. Even when it looks like you are doing nothing, underneath the surface, you are constantly molting, changing, and upgrading your internal software. Other people fear change, but you fear remaining the same. This drive often manifests as a periodic destruction of your own life. You might abruptly quit a job, end a relationship, or move to a new city because you feel the old version of yourself dying, and you know you cannot drag a corpse into the future. This cycle of death and rebirth is confusing to outsiders who value stability, but for you, stability without growth is a coffin. You are currently in a phase where this transformative energy is targeted at your career and your public standing. You are no longer content with just working for a paycheck. You want to build an empire, or at least a legacy, that reflects the intensity of your spirit. You are beginning to understand that you were not born to fit into boxes created by other people. You were born to burn the boxes and build something entirely new from the ashes. The fifth characteristic we need to address is your strategic mind, often referred to as the Grand Master energy. While others are playing checkers, reacting to immediate moves, you are playing chess, thinking 12 moves ahead. You have an innate ability to see the consequences of actions long before they happen. This is why you often experience anxiety. Your brain is calculating every possible outcome to ensure survival. But when you flip this anxiety into strategy, you become unstoppable. In the past, you might have used this strategic mind for defense, constantly scanning for threats. The shift happening now is that you are starting to use it for offense, to plot your course toward success. You are learning to wait for the perfect moment to strike, whether in business or in love. Patience is your weapon. You can wait longer than anyone else because you know that timing is everything. This strategic patience is what will separate you from the crowd in the coming months. You are not rushing. You are positioning yourself. As we move into the sixth characteristic, we encounter the trait that most defines your relationships: absolute loyalty, but with a caveat. Your loyalty is not given lightly. It is earned through fire. Once someone is in your inner circle, you will defend them with a ferocity that can be terrifying to witness. You are the person who will help bury the body, metaphorically speaking. However, the shadow side of this is that when you are betrayed, the cut is absolute. There is no gray area for you. If someone breaks your trust, they cease to exist in your world. This is not about holding a grudge. It is about erasing a mistake. You are learning, however, that this binary way of operating can be lonely. The spiritual lesson for you right now is to distinguish between a mistake and a betrayal. You are softening just enough to allow people to be human, but your core standard of integrity remains unshaken. You are looking for a partner and friends who understand that loyalty is a blood pact, not a convenience. Now, my dear friend, I want to take a brief moment to connect with you directly. If you are nodding your head, if you feel like I am reading the pages of your private diary, then you are exactly where you are supposed to be. I would love to invite you to officially join our circle. You don't need to sign any papers. Just click that little button that keeps us connected. It allows me to keep sending these messages directly to your spirit. And tell me in the comments, which of these traits feels the strongest for you today? I read every single story you share, and it warms my heart to see us finding each other in this big, noisy world. Let's continue, because the deeper traits are coming up next. Moving on to the seventh characteristic, we find your inherent connection to the taboo. You are comfortable with the topics that polite society sweeps under the rug: death, sex, money, and power. While others shy away from these conversations, you lean in. This is because you understand that these are the driving forces of human existence. You have a natural ability to heal sexual shame and to help people navigate grief. This makes you a powerful healer, even if you do not work in a medical field. Your presence alone acts as a permission slip for others to explore their own shadows. In the coming year, this trait is going to be monetized in some way. You might find yourself in a position where your ability to handle crisis and taboo subjects becomes a highly valued professional asset. The world is becoming more chaotic, and people are looking for guides who are not afraid of the dark. That guide is you. You are the flashlight in the basement of the collective psyche. The eighth characteristic is your obsessive focus. When a Scorpio decides they want something, the word impossible disappears from the dictionary. You have a tunnel vision that borders on supernatural. Whether it is mastering a new skill, researching a topic, or pursuing a romantic interest, you go all in. This intensity scares people who are used to living life at 50% capacity. You do not know how to do things halfway. This obsessive quality is the engine of your success. In the past, you may have directed this focus toward people who did not deserve it, trying to fix them or solve them like a puzzle. The shift now is redirecting that laser beam toward your own purpose. When you apply that level of obsession to your own health, your own bank account, and your own spiritual growth, the results are exponential. You are a nuclear reactor of energy. You just need to make sure you are powering your own city and not leaking energy into someone else's grid. The ninth characteristic is your sexual and creative potency. In astrology, Scorpio rules the reproductive organs, which is the center of creation. This is not just about physical intimacy. It is about the life force energy, the chi, the prana. You have a magnetic field that draws people to you. You might notice that people stare at you when you walk down the street, or that babies and animals are strangely attracted to you. This is your raw vitality. It is a creative power that demands expression. If you do not channel this energy into art, business, or love, it can turn inward and become self-destructive. You are realizing that your creative output is not a hobby. It is a biological necessity. You need to birth things into the world, whether it is a child, a book, a garden, or a business. This energy is the source of your manifestation power. When you align your sexual energy with your intention, you become a magnet for miracles. Finally, we arrive at the 10th and perhaps most critical characteristic of your true spiritual identity, the alchemist. This is the culmination of all the other traits. You have the unique ability to take the lead of trauma and turn it into the gold of wisdom. Every bad thing that has ever happened to you has been fuel. You do not just survive hardship, you metabolize it. You eat pain for breakfast and turn it into power by lunchtime. This is why you are still standing when others would have collapsed. You are the master of recycling energy. In this next chapter of your life, you are going to use this alchemy to transform your financial reality. You will take resources that others have discarded or overlooked and turn them into wealth. You will take your painful experiences and turn them into a message that helps millions. You are the living proof that nothing is ever truly lost, only transformed. My beautiful Scorpio, understanding these 10 pillars of your identity is the key to stopping the war against yourself. You have spent too long trying to dilute your poison to make it palatable for others. But you are now realizing that your poison is actually medicine for the right people. You are a creature of depth, power, and strategy, and the world is finally ready for the full dosage of who you are. Do not shrink. Do not apologize for your silence or your noise. You are the architect of the shadows, and it is time for you to build. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak to your soul today. It is always a privilege to connect with such powerful spirits. If this message helped you see yourself a little more clearly, please consider subscribing to our channel so we can continue this journey together. I want you to look at the video on your screen right now. It contains the next step in unlocking your destiny. Click it, and let's keep this transformation going. Until next time, walk in your power. Blessings to you.